Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to the live. My name's Debbie. I just thought about something. I only have one device in here to read y'all's comments, so I hope I see them. I hope I do. Y'all, we're going to be doing something fun tonight. I'm actually prepping for a project that Barry's going to do with me tomorrow live on the page. I hope y'all can make it. And I hope I can see your comments. Anyway, let me know your name and where you're watching from when you hop on. This is going to be easy, but they look so stinking cute. I've done, I don't know, this is probably the third or fourth year that I've showed everybody how to do them. Today I need, well, for tomorrow's project, I need a medium-sized carrot. So let me show you what I've done in the past. And y'all let me know if you've watched the DIY before. I think these were last year or year before. These are like a small version. And these are like a large version. And I'm going to do something a little bit in between, but you can use the same method to make any size you need. And I love these because these are like I said, a few years old. I use them every year on a different project. And y'all let me know if you're sprinkling. But aren't these cute? These are perfect. And here's another thing that I do. I make them so that I can remove them if I need to. Like, I put a piece of ribbon on here, and then this is Velcro. That way, if I ever want to change out this board, I can. But I don't. Not right now, anyway. Hey. So, let me get started showing y'all what to do. It's stinking easy. It's fun, and I think you're going to like it. Oh, I was trying to say, do I have my glue? Hey. And look, if y'all have any questions, if I miss your comments, I'll get to them later. All right, let's get this carrot party started. And look, do y'all like to eat carrots? Whoops. Okay. I love this part. I zoom out. Y'all let me know if you can see this okay. Hey, Kim. Hey, Virginia. Hey, Patricia. And there's Pearline Naturals. And Jacqueline. It's so good to see everybody. Okay. Now, there's like several different kinds of air dry clay. That's hard to say. And I've used every kind, and every kind worked just fine. I've gotten some from Dollar General. I've gotten some like that Crayola kind that kids play with. Awesome, Kim. Hey, Renee. Hey, Tracy. All right, I'm going to start out with this little bit. Now, this clay, I don't know, it might be a year or two old. So, and I can feel like there's a piece right here that's a little bit dry. But what I like about this is it dries lightweight, so you can use it like on any of your projects. And I have even put it in glass jars. It looks real, y'all. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Gina. And like I said, I need some medium-sized ones for the project that Barry's going to be doing with me tomorrow. And, oh gosh, and I forgot to put the link. He did like a big round with a bunny sign on the wood cutouts. And that's what we're going to do tomorrow. We're going to start with this. Oh my gosh, Heather, thank you. Yesterday, I was watching Brooke refabbed. She did her, she was like showing some clothes. And she had on this cute little headband. But her hair was pulled up. And I'm like, I don't ever think I can wear headbands because my hair is short. And then I thought, well, her hair looks short because it's pulled up. So maybe I can. And guess what? I went to Walmart today. Was it Walmart? No, it was Hobby Lobby. And I got this headband. And I thought, I'm going to wear that headband. Because y'all, you know I love hats, headbands, scarves, and all that. And I just never wear them. All right. All I did was I pulled my clay apart. And I'm going to make different sizes. Hey, Kathy from SoCal. Look, is it always beautiful in Southern California? And okay, so I made these different size balls, and I'm going to show y'all. We're just going to make several different sizes because our bunch tomorrow will have several different sizes. Hey, there's Cynthia and Kathy. Oh, and Tracy just went on a walk. Oh, I need to go on a walk. Y'all, it's still, y'all should see the end of we live at the end of a road. It's a mess. Jenny and I watched the truck that has the grader on it come down the road. And y'all, that thing was that high off the ground. It was not touching that snow. All right, so basically I'm just making different sizes balls, and I'm going to just make some different size carrots. So you got your ball in your hand. I'm going to scoop these over a little bit. And then you want to start like putting pressure on one end of it. So, and roll your hands together just like this. And just keep rolling them. And look, the more funky it looks at the bottom, the better. Because then it look, you know how real carrots, when you pull them out of the ground, they look different. They're not all perfect. So it's already looking like a carrot, right? So we're going to put that one right there, and we're going to work on another one. Oh, and y'all, carrots is the key word tonight. And y'all will see that if you get you some air dry clay and make you some carrots, you are going to be able to use them on several upcoming chalk designs. You're going to be able to use them with them, just like the way I showed you. That one big set, I've got magnets on the back of them. All right, look, we've made 2 different sizes. We're just going to keep going. Because you know what I like? Whenever I see a bunch of carrots, I like to see some little baby carrots, some medium-sized carrots, all size carrots, skinny carrots, chubby carrots. So we're just going to keep rolling. This might be too big. I might make, I think I'm going to make 2 out of this. And once you get started, say you're like, oh, I don't like that. All you got to do is start back over and make your ball. Just like that. And I just make a ball just to kind of smooth it out a little bit. See how smooth it looks? So now I'm going to start. And look, I put more pressure up here. And just kind of let it roll. Hey, Carla. I hope y'all love this. I love showing y'all different ways to make accessories for your projects. So there we go. I like that. We got different sizes. Aren't they cute? So let's keep going. These are, oh my gosh, there's so many ways we can use them. I could probably come up with a different way every day for a while. And you know, the club this month has bunnies. So I'm going to use some of these with them too. And if you're not in the club, y'all, I was going to tell y'all this. Whenever I first joined Chalk back in 2018, we didn't have perks. We didn't have club. We didn't have any of that. And the reason I joined, the original reason I joined as a designer, look at our sizes. I'm excited. I think I'm going to do 2 small ones out of this. Anyway, the reason that I joined as a designer is that's really, you could either just be a customer and buy stuff, or you could be a designer. And I was like, okay, I'm going to be a designer. Well, now we have options like joining the club. And if you've never crafted, but you want to try chalk, it's a great way, because each month you get a project that you can complete and stand back and say, I made this. And this month it's fabric bunnies. It comes with everything. Now each month, your first month when you join, you get a squeegee. So save your squeegee because you're going to need it. Some months it'll be ink. Some months it'll be paste. This month it's going to be ink because you're going to be making bunnies. Misty asked a great question. She said, do these dry out? Let me show you. First of all, that did not stick good. This is my magnets that I have on these. These are dry. They are lightweight. They feel like they're so light. But they look like a real bunch of carrots. So they're dry. You cannot reuse this. You can't reuse this. So hopefully that answered your question. Whatever shape you create with them, and then you leave it out. That's why it's called air dry clay. You don't have to bake it. You just dry it. But I reuse my carrots every year in one way or another. You know, we've got magnetic chalkboards that I put them on. You could put them on your refrigerator if you wanted to. All right. Now this one, I'm going to call it wonky. Can you see like how it's starting to shape up? It's not perfect. You can do that. So this is basically, and look, that one looks like the one that comes in the package that you just give your kids to eat. Thanks, Barbara. Anyway, I don't know if y'all are like me. I love spring projects, and I love adding stuff to them. I love adding like greenery. I love adding carrots. I love adding bows, whatever. Hey, Tina. All right, we're going to do this one like that. All right, so they're all basically different sizes. Now, one thing that I like to do is I like to poke a hole or something in the top of them. And this is a stylus. I think it's from Dollar Tree. It's got like 2 different ends. You can use anything. And I'm going to poke a little hole in here, because that's where we're going to put our greenery. And I'm just going to go ahead and do that with all of them. And you know, they are still like very pliable. And if you missed where we are right now, just go back and watch at the beginning. And I don't mind them, like getting a fingerprint or whatever on them, because it just makes them look more real, fresh out of the ground. All right. Then take something straight. This is just like a plastic spatula from Dollar Tree. You could take anything. And then I like to take and put, you know how the carrots have, I think they're like growth lines. See that? And then I just go put them in various places on my carrot. I don't even know. I need to look that up. I'm going to lay it down and do it. And you know, sometimes maybe they get a little wonky at the bottom. But if anybody knows, are these growth lines? I'm just imagining that's what it is. But see how it's starting to look more like a real carrot? Whoops, and these two. Now, they will stick together, so be careful when you don't let them get close to each other until they get dry. Do we have any carrot growers among us that can tell us if these are growth lines? Oh, Barbara, thank you. But so tomorrow, Barry and I will be doing a bunny project live. Can you believe he's going to come live with me? He said he would. He better. He said he would. Hey, Stacy. Okay. So you just keep doing that. I'm going to just do it real quick. And, you know, all you're doing is adding. Go look at your carrots. Y'all will see these, and you know what I'm talking about. And I already asked this, but I didn't see any answers. Does anybody eat carrots? I rarely eat carrots. You know when I eat carrots? It's when they're with a roast, like potatoes and carrots. And look, you do not have to be like perfect with this. Just, you know, make it look like you want it to look. Growth marks or can be also from growing in compacted soil. Thank you so much. For some reason, I just had an idea that that's what that was. Because I feel like, you know, they grow a little bit, then they grow. So, I know, Barry, it's a treat to get Barry on here, isn't it? Y'all, with all this snow, he's been going to that simulation golf. Is that what you call it? Oh, my goodness. And y'all will never guess what I've got him in there doing right now. We're having broccoli for supper. Do y'all ever put broccoli in a pan and we put like oil on it and then garlic, salt, and pepper and stuff like that? Anyway, he's in there putting that in the oven. No carrots tonight. I'm in charge of the carrots tonight. Oh, Amy, that sounds good. I might need to try that. What kind of spices do you use? All right. Y'all, can somebody please tell me, what do you think so far? Are you loving these little cuties? Aren't they cute? And look, you can even use, this is one of our stir sticks. You could even use a stir stick if you want your lines like not quite as fat. Me too, Tammy. We love roasted broccoli. I like vegetables better anyway. But I'll eat anything. The key word is carrots, if y'all want the supplies. And look, back to my story. When I first started with chalk, I joined as a designer because that was the only thing available. But now, if you want to try chalk, join the club. It ships free each month. The first month, you're going to get a squeegee. You're going to get a project. This month is the carrots. It's not carrots. It's bunnies. But anyway, I'm probably going to make some carrots for them. Thyme and rosemary. Sometimes that sounds good. Hey, Tammy. Let's see. Tammy said, how long to throw several veggies on a pan and roast them? Oh, yes. Love it. All right. We're about done with this process. And if you're just joining, I can't tell if anybody's just joining, but if you are, go back and watch the beginning. This is a super fun project, perfect for spring, perfect for our upcoming new chalk items. Let me know if y'all are going to make some of these, or if you have already. And I said in the supply list, any kind of greenery. This right here looks really good. I don't know where that's from. You can tell I've used it several times. And then on this one, I would just use these green pieces. And this one's from Walmart. So really, any greenery that you have, as you can see, on this one, I used a combination of things. And they look great. They look stinking cute. Now what I do is I put a little bit of glue down inside of them. I think I'm going to, do I have enough of this? I was afraid I wouldn't have enough of this one. We'll see. I'm going to go ahead and just clip all this off. Sometimes I can pull it out, and I may have to cut it in the middle. Anyway, y'all, I'm super stinking excited. We've got some warm temperatures coming up. I've got so many ideas for some spring projects. And I was like, that's the perfect time for carrots. I'm going to go ahead and cut this one. And I may, let me see, do I need to, I may trim off some. Y'all let me know if you can see okay. Just trimmed off a little bit of that. I'm going to stick it down in here. But I'm going to add a little bit of glue first. Let me find a tiny brush. Because, like I said, I like to use mine year after year. The air dry clay comes in many, many colors. And whenever you look at the list that I gave you, isn't that cute? I mean, that is stinking cute. I'm going to go ahead and cut several of these. But yes, you can paint them. In fact, we are going to add a little bit of brown, watered down brown to these to make them look like they are out of the ground. Isn't that cute? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Okay, see, I'm going to cut some of these. I want to be able to stick these down. All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and put all my glue down in there. And this, I mean, I've never had any come out, but I'm just making sure my greenery stays. And then I'm going to water down some brown paste and give them a little bit of, let's see, a little bit of color to them. Thank you. Whoops. Yeah, Barb, I actually use and sell red aspen nails. That's what I wear all the time for probably 3 years now. Y'all, hello. Whoops. Hello, isn't that cute? Y'all, it just tickles me to make fun stuff like these. Can you tell I'm tickled? Yeah, Missy, that's what I do to all of them. You can see it a little bit better. You can see it a little bit better on these. I got a little brown on them. These right now, they look like the ones from Walmart that are already clean, that you give your youngins. You know, y'all know which ones I'm talking about. They're really orange for some reason. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Aren't they cute? Y'all, it just, are y'all like me? I love crafting so much. I get so excited about doing this and showing y'all. I love showing y'all. And listen, if you love crafting like I do, and you love to save money and you craft a lot, we also have the perks where you get 30% off all the time. I know I told y'all about the club. And then if you're a perks, you can get 30% off of that too. Sandy, all the instructions for the heat transfers is on the package. It tells you how long and the temperature and everything. And the reason I say that, it just makes it easy. That way, you know, if you can't remember, it's on the package. 360 for 60 seconds. Barbara, I heard that when we were growing up too. I don't think we ever ate any carrots though. Unless they were in a, like I said, or in a salad or in a roast or something. Yeah, if y'all want the supplies, type carrots. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I don't know how long Bridgerton's been out, but we never watched it. Never, ever. And then finally, I've heard so many people talk about it. I'm like, we're going to watch it. So Barry and I, we binge watched it and caught up. We caught up last night with that show. It's kind of wild. I don't know how. I know there were books and stuff, but I don't know how, like, if that's really how people live. Y'all, look at this. Look at our carrots. Hello. Are y'all excited as I am? Oh, Barbara, I wear bifocals too. Actually, I can see over there, but I can't see y'all's comments or anything. So these are just reading glasses. Actually, these aren't bifocals. They're just reading glasses. All right, now we are going to take a little bit of, this is actually bark, but you could use espresso or whatever color you want. I'm going to, let's see, that's a tiny amount. I'm going to add some water. And we'll stir it around. We're going to grungy up our carrots a little bit. Hey, Lisa. All right. So, and I just do it while they're still wet. Take a brush, any paintbrush. And then, I hope this isn't too, I don't want to get them too dark. I just kind of dry brush it over. You may not even be able to see that. But you can kind of see. So look, if you ever want any info on club or perks, just type club or perks. Here, I can probably show you like this. You can see a little bit of browner. I'm just going to lay it down and keep adding the, whoops. And that's okay, because that one got a little dirty. I'm just going to hold them by the greenery. And look, this is one step that you don't have to do, but I do feel like it makes them look a little more realistic. Lisa said she's going to make some. Awesome. Hey, Julie. So you just keep taking your watered down paste. Watered down paste. And remember, it'll take these a couple of days to dry, but I'm using them from last year, year before. I think that's a little too much right there. All right, let me add a little more water. And then, like I say, dry brush it so that it leaves your little growth marks. And it doesn't matter how much you put on there or how little. Do whatever you like. Awesome, Lynn. Lynn said she made some last year after I made them. And just like, I showed you mine, hers still look great too. And these are so fun to have for your spring projects. I just love them. And if you've been around for a while like Lynn, then, sometimes I just have to come back over here and refresh your memory. Yeah, carrots is the key word. Join me and Barry tomorrow live. We'll be doing that big bunny project. And hopefully you'll see some of my carrots used on it. Y'all, I can smell that broccoli cooking and it smells so good. All right. Y'all, that's it. That is it. Be sure to check your messages if you are writing the keyword, typing the keyword out, because that's where the info is going to go. Friends, I wish I had a cute little tray to put these on, but I wasn't thinking about that. And hopefully some of these will be the right size for tomorrow. All right, let me show y'all again. Here's the big ones that I made last year. They are lightweight, they're dry, they've been sitting in a cabinet since last year. And then here's the small ones that I made. That I used on my little carrot sign, my little bunny. And then today, I feel like we've made kind of a medium size. Hope y'all love them. Let me know if you're going to make them. I know Lynn's got hers made. I will see y'all later. And remember, carrots is a keyword. Check out Being a Perks. Check out the club. Check out the carrots. Bye, y'all.